Hey, everybody. How you doing? Taffy, Watcher, Doris. Hey, Nick, Marissa. Hey, Jean. How are you? We had a great day today, didn't we? Hey, Chris. It was nice and sunny. I think it almost got to 50. Hey, Ancy. Hey, Mel. Pam. I don't know about everybody else, but I like to wake up and see the sun shining across my woods. And then it got so nice and warm. Hey, Wom. So, I don't know how prepared I am, guys. Hey, Swifty. I had a long day. I had to take Mom to the doctor and then to get her new glasses. And boy, does she look groovy. And then, hey, Nico. Hey, Cher. Our little, my little French lady that I was taking care of, she's gone. She went to Florida to be with her son. So that's wearing on me a little bit. Ivy requested me to do these. I don't know where her little turkey butt is. She's not here. I was hoping she would be here. And I'd let her kind of, but I don't see her yet. So anyway, hey, Hawk, and thought I saw somebody else come in while I was jacking my jaw. Yeah, you're not going to see me tonight. You're just going to see my picture. Because I've been emotional over my little lady. That's the part that sucks about the kind of work I do is you get attached and, but at least she just moved, she didn't pass. So that's the good part. So, hey, Junebug. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, Nick. Well, I can't take credit for that. Good old Mel did that for me for my birthday. Yeah. It's cool though, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys. I do have to tell you that one, well, I'm going to say a trigger warning for all of them, but one specifically, which will be the last one I show. Hey, Allie. Hey, and I want to say thank you to you guys, everyone that's here tonight, that was here last night, for your support. Let's see. I want to see, Nick is, somebody's saying great work to watch her, so I wanted to see if I missed something. Nice work, watcher, didn't know that. So I'm just seeing what I missed. Well, everything about Watcher's great, so I'm going to agree, whatever. Well, Ivy is here. Thank you, Ivy, for showing up, girl. Do you want to come up on panel and talk a little bit? You're welcome. But I know the last one that I'm going to show is definitely, I would say, trigger warning. So I'm just going to warn you all before I get to that one. It's about, all of this is about police brutality. And the last one is about a 9-year-old little girl. I think at the end of these, you'll probably all agree the police are in the wrong. At least from what I saw, there was probably no reason for them to do what they did. And, sadly, we do see this. I think we can all agree there's good cops and there's bad. So, hey, Tanya. Oh, great. Well, I'm sorry, Ivy. I know that sounded like how selfish of me, right? I am so sorry you're feeling bad. I know that sounded horrible. I'm sorry, Ivy. I'm so sorry. But I was just like, I was counting on you, because usually you'll come up and I was like, I'm just not very prepared tonight. So I'm like, I know Ivy will come up and so I just, me, I just speak what I think. I'm sorry, Ivy. I really do hope you get feeling better. um, yes, you can chat, Ivy. Thank you for being here, even though you feel bad. Okay, so I'm going to get started, but just forgive me, guys. I'm not very prepared. And I did think about, rescheduling for tomorrow when I got home from Bible study, but I thought, no, I told everybody I'd be here tonight, and I'm going to do it. So bear with me, guys. I'm going to wing this. Now, I've got to be slow with sharing because I've got to get it from a messenger, each article. So I've got to share and then stop and then share for the privacy. Okay, guys. So give me a second and please be patient. I don't know, Ivy. I think we probably might all have the same view tonight. I might be wrong, though. Let's just see. So I'm going to start with the first one. No, not the first one, because I want to show that one last. Okay, I'm going to show the one from Memphis. This is from Local 24, caught on tape. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be sharing this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to share. Okay. Can you guys see this? Oh, now what happened? Oh, okay. It's caught on tape. Memphis police officer pepper sprays handcuffed suspect, resigns after excessive force investigation. So this officer did resign afterwards. I'm going to show the video. And then, no, I'm going to read this first. Disturbing body cam footage obtained by Local 24 News shows a Memphis police officer using excessive force on suspect already in custody. The officer is seen using crude phrases and swearing multiple times at a man under arrest. Then the video shows the officer spraying the man over and over again with pepper spray while he was handcuffed in the back of a squad car. Video recorded by the officer's body camera shows neither he nor other officers did anything to help the man as he cried out for help. And topping it all off, according to a Memphis Police Internal Affairs investigation, the officers exaggerated charges so the man would get more jail time. In early June, Local 24 News submitted a request to see all excessive force complaints against the Memphis Police Department filed between January 1, 2019 and May 28, 2020. This is one of two cases from 2019. They gave us the records on where Memphis Police Department investigators substantiated the excessive force claims. Local 24 News then asked for the police body cam video associated with the incident. It took the city almost 2 months to turn over the video to the station. The video begins with former Memphis Police Department officer Skelton arriving on scene at a convenience store near Lamar and Airways on January 10th, 2019. According to the police report, Skelton was responding to a call about a suspect in the store causing a disruption and knocking over items. The suspect's name was Drew Thomas. Thomas had been banned from the store previously because of prior incidents. Within minutes of arriving, Skelton sprayed a foam chemical agent into the squad car where Thomas was sitting in handcuffs. Skelton's body camera recorded the entire event. At one point, while discussing it with his supervisor, Skelton even took the body cam off his uniform and looked directly into the camera. "I foamed the F out of him. I'll tell the camera I foamed the F out of him." So let me check back in here, make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in. Hey, Dana. Hey, Sharon. Did I miss anybody else? Nico? Did I get you the first time? I can't remember. Okay. So I want to show you guys this video, okay? There it is. Let me make sure you guys can see that. You guys can see, right? Somebody say yes real quick for me. I mean, I hope you can. I've been reading this all this time. Yeah, you can. Okay, because I can see it on the YouTube. Okay, I'm going to play the video. Man, okay. Ads.
Homeowners, this incredible tip is just for you.
We gotta wait on the
if
ad.
you owe less than $331,700.
In early June, we put in a records request to look at all Memphis police excessive force complaints for an 18-month period. This is one of two complaints in 2019 where internal investigators found there was enough evidence to support a claim of excessive force. We just got this video in from the city of Memphis, and here's what we found.
I phoned him. Good. I phoned the out of him.
That's former Memphis police officer William Skelton just minutes after spraying this man, Drew Thomas, with a chemical agent. It happened outside the Shell on the 2400 block of Airways, January 2019.
I phoned out of him. I'll tell the camera I phoned out of him.
According to the police report, the business owner called police after Thomas made a mess inside the store, knocking down displays. Police and the store's owner have had previous run-ins with Thomas, and they told Thomas to stay off the property. On January 10th, 2019, Thomas was walking out of the store when Officer Skelton pulled up.
Oh. Not now. Come on. You're under arrest. I said you're under arrest. Get over here. Get over here.
On the tape, you can see Thomas remains calm.
Hands on the car. Hands on the car, kid.
According to what you see in the video, Thomas didn't resist. But that doesn't stop Officer William Skelton's verbal attacks.
Put your feet in. Easy. Eat it,
Later, while in handcuffs and placed in the back of the squad car, the Internal Affairs report says Thomas starts kicking the car door.
Take my car again, I'm gonna phone you. You understand me, kid? I will spray the out of you. You worthless piece of incestuous.
And it goes on.
Suck my kid.
When Thomas continues to kick the door, video shows Officer Skelton pepper phones him. Not once, not twice, but 4 times.
You want me to roll the window down? I probably should.
But Officer Skelton never did roll that window down. An MPD lieutenant did after he arrived on scene, and you can hear Thomas's calls for help.
Help! 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 What? Help!
The officers don't respond. They're busy discussing how they can characterize the amount of damage Thomas caused inside the store, so he'll get a stiffer charge.
You need to say, it's going to be 500 today, sir. Okay. It's going to be 1,000 today, sir.
Caused quite a bit of damage in there.
I mean, go ahead and submit it. See what happens.
All right, go ahead and charge him with felony vandalism because we don't know how much damage he's done to that dude.
Thomas was charged with vandalism, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. According to police records, he did more than $2,000 worth of damage. The report says $1,000 of damage inside the store and $1,100 to the squad car. Problem is, according to the Internal Affairs report, it wasn't true. The internal investigation found no damage to the squad car and only $350 worth of damage in the store. Thomas spent 150 days in jail but was released for time served after pleading guilty to a misdemeanor vandalism charge. The officer who wrote the report and the lieutenant were each suspended without pay for 3 days. Internal Affairs departmentally charged Officer Skelton with excessive force. He resigned from the department just a week before his hearing. According to his LinkedIn page, he now works private security. The police director was not available for an interview, but said in part the actions of William Skelton were unacceptable and did not represent the training or standards required by the Memphis Police Department. We tried reaching out to Skelton to hear his side of the story, but were unsuccessful. Tomorrow, hear from civil rights activists and what they find so disturbing about the video. Jenny DePrizio, Local 24 News.
Okay, so everything okay in the chat? No problems. Okay. Hey, Amber. So, hi, Carolina. Hey, Lake. I haven't missed anybody else, have I? So, what do you guys think about that? And you know what? I was watching that. My mom was in the kitchen. And before I was watching that. And they were saying, hey, Allie. I can't remember. Did I already say hey to Allie? I'm sorry, guys, if I say it more than once. But I was watching that. And I was thinking to myself, I'll bet you he didn't even kick that cop door. And then they came out and said that. Is that total BS or what, guys? So freaking wrong. And it is sad because, you've got a few of those in every agency. We just do. And those are the kind that make them all look bad. I mean, that's what make people that get treated like that, they hate all cops. It makes those people have the mentality of not ever thinking there's a good cop out there. And I know that because I know people, not on the YouTube, I mean people in real life that have been treated like that, and I can't convince them there are good cops. No, you just can't. But in a way, can you not blame them? Oh, yeah, but what about the other cops that just stood there and went along with it and were okay? I mean, let me go back here and see. As I saw Watcher say, I bet he's a wife abuser. I want to see what Ivy said because I seen Mel say. People are marching against them because of the same things we're watching. Yes. And by the way, all three of these, I do want to point something out though. All three of these, I think, yes, all three of these are, every one of them are Black people. But I do want to point out, I'm not doing this to take, because of race. Because I want to point out, I've seen this happen a lot in my hometown, Lafayette, Indiana. A lot to white individuals. And it still happens. And no, I'm not saying that. I know there's Ellie that probably do purposely and they do point out on, but it does happen. It does happen a lot to just everyone. But it's wrong. All across the board, it's wrong. There is no reason for anyone in authority, officers or anyone, to take their authority and abuse their power. Yeah, body cams are good, and I mean, and they should be used to protect us and the officer. And that officer was just like, he didn't care. I mean, like, he was untouchable. He didn't care who's seen that. Like, nothing was going to happen to him. And really, not a whole lot did, right? That's sad, Hawk. I'm sorry. I mean, I've witnessed it too. I've seen it in Lafayette. Yeah, they should have, Gene. They all should have. And very rarely, when officers get in trouble, do they get in trouble the same way citizens do. And it's not right. Just because they're officers and I mean, no matter what it is wrong they do, they don't, the same standards just aren't held to them as it is to us. Correction officers can get in trouble for smuggling drugs in, or contraband, or having sex with an inmate, or, no matter what kind of laws they break versus us, treatment's different, and it's not right. I'm behind in comments. I'm sorry. Thank you, Sharon. I don't have no thumbs down yet. Woo, wow. Wonder why. Doesn't bother me to get them, though. Oh, Dana, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Watcher, that's true. I'm sorry, Amber. Yes, I have, Ivy. I used to watch it all the time. I used to record it. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one, guys. You ready? Let me get to it. Now, this one is... Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. I want to make sure. Okay. This is the one. Okay. I want to make sure I was clicking on the right one, because they kind of, the way they were sent to me, blend in together. My eyes are getting bad too, guys. I need to get I'm behind on getting my glasses. I told him today when the eye doc asked me too. I said, I'll be seeing you soon. I'm overdue. I'm a procrastinator sometimes. Okay, let me get my sharing done. Okay. I know I'm slow at this. I watch these other YouTubers, man, and they just... But I think they might be using something different than StreamYard. I don't know. StreamYard, I mean. Okay. Now this is... Rochester Hospital released Daniel Prude hours before fatal encounter with police. Now, he was just released, and he was mentally unstable. And There is no video with this one, Ivy. At least I couldn't find one because there's a picture here. And I had hit up here. I thought this was, but this is something else. So this is just a read, guys, but it's really sad. So when Joe Prude called New York police to report his brother missing, he was struggling to understand why Daniel Prude had been released from the hospital hours earlier. Joe Prude described his brother's suicidal behavior. He jumped 21 stairs down to my basement head first, Joe says in the early hours of March 23rd. In a video recorded by the responding officer's body camera, Joe's wife, Valerie, described Daniel nearly jumping in front of a train the previous day on the tracks that ran behind their house. The train missed him by this much, Joe says, holding his thumb and pointing finger a few inches apart. When the doctor called me and told me that they released him, I'm saying, how are you going to sit here and tell me you're going to release him when he was hurting himself? Come on, you weren't sworn to do that, he says on the body cam footage. At that point in the recorded conversation, it was just after 3 a.m. Joe and Valerie Prude knew only that Daniel was missing, delusional and vulnerable. They didn't know his next encounter with the police would be fatal. Police would find Daniel minutes later, naked, acting irrationally because he spat in the direction of officers and allegedly said he had the novel coronavirus. Officers placed a white hood, called a spit hood, over his head. When he started trying to stand up, despite being restrained by handcuffs, an officer placed much of his body weight over Daniel's head and pushed it into the pavement. Daniel died a week later when his family took him off life support. The county medical examiner's autopsy described his death as a homicide and listed the immediate cause of death as complications of asphyxia in the setting of physical restraint. After the police footage was released in early September, the incident garnered widespread attention as another example of a black man killed after an encounter with police. Less attention has been paid to what happened to Daniel Prude in the preceding hours when he was treated and released after a psychiatric assessment at Strong Memorial Hospital, run by the University of Rochester Medical Center. On March 22nd, Joe Prude had called police at about 7 p.m. because he needed help getting Daniel to the hospital. Daniel had been having problems with a PCP addiction. That's acid. What's another name for that? There's another name, but just some people don't know what PCP is. So the old school, acid. It can make you hallucinate. It can turn out bad. Now he had begun telling Joe and Valerie that people were out to get him, and he wanted to die. By about 11 p.m. that night, Daniel was released from the hospital, according to Joe and police records. He was calm as hell when he got back here, Joe told police. That didn't last. He was fine for a little bit, then all of a sudden started acting crazy, Joe said. He told police later that Daniel asked him for a cigarette, and when he went to get one, Daniel took off running. He was barefoot, wearing only a tank top and long johns in 30-degree weather. He was gone. Track star status. Hauled ass like Carl Lewis, Joe said. Around 3 a.m., 4 hours after his release from the hospital, emergency dispatchers started fielding calls about Daniel Prude. His brother called to report him missing, and a tow truck driver had spotted him naked and bloodied on West Main Street, police records show. Hold on just 1 second. Ivy might have sent me a video. Oh, here we go. So, let me see. Make sure you guys can see that one then. No. Oh boy. Doggone it. I showed some privacy. Sorry, Ivy. Now let me get over here. Okay. This is better, guys.
Hey, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground, man. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
It's not very loud.
Don't move. Don't move. Chill out, man. Don't move, all right, man? Just don't move.
Inside. Inside. Hey, take your mask off.
One male in custody.
Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Tell you that I me. Look. Look. Look.
I placed a phone call for my brother to get help, not for my brother to get lynched.
Tell you that I me.
I'm gonna have a jail.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys there. You guys there up in the posters. In Jesus Christ, I pray, amen. I got to you. I can't
Take your mask off
and give me your gun. I'm
Sir,
killing
why'd you break
everybody
that
in
window?
there.
Yeah, I got one in my pocket.
I'm killing everybody in that house, man. In Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Give me that mask, man. Thanks.
Stand up,
Give me
stand up.
that
Get up.
I mean
Stand up.
it.
Yeah, he's got bro. You thought you didn't bro,
Jesus Christ, I pray, amen. Let me go back. Give me the handcuffs. No, give me the
I thought
man.
you were so white
Give me
that
the
those
man.
were your bare skin.
Give me the
He's
man.
like, don't. I thought they
On
were.
my mama blood, they flipping over the grave. I mean that. God bless y'all, man. Let me up. Get the back me. In Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. School crazy.
So
Crazy.
crazy.
Look at this bitch. Get the back me. I mean it. I mean it. I mean it. Your
You got it.
take this off my.
No.
I got it.
Stop spitting, man.
Look, get the away from me. I mean it. Give me that
No,
gun.
you're
I
gonna
mean
stay
it.
down. You're gonna
All
stay
right,
down.
all right. Take the off face.
No, I got
I
him. I got
mean
him. I'm already in there.
drag me, kill me. And Jesus gonna love me. My mama from like crazy, man. So crazy. I mean it.
Oh my goodness.
Get the place, man. I'm too close. I got sick.
Stop. Calm down. Stop. Calm down.
Hey guys, I don't know. I couldn't watch any more of that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I just couldn't watch that. I don't know why it's still showing it. There. Sorry, guys. I could not watch that anymore. I couldn't do that. So, with Ivy's research, she said that they have trained medical, that can go out with the police for people like this, and they didn't. Yeah, I had to stop watching that. I couldn't watch it any longer. I don't think I'm going to show the next one, Ivy. I really don't. I'll put it in the link of my description if anyone wants to see the next one, because it's really bad. It's a 9-year-old little girl. I'll tell you. I don't really. There's just no reason why. There's no justification of why. They had a 9-year-old little girl cuffed and they maced her. I'm not going to show it, guys. Okay. It was that right there was just totally uncalled for. Yeah, messed up. But yeah, I will put the link of the other one in my description if you guys want to see it. Actually, you guys can just email me for that if you want it. I mean, it's really trigger. Hi, Lisa. So yeah, it's really a problem all over. Yes, the 9-year-old little girl was in Rochester as well. The first one I showed was in Memphis, but this last one I showed was Rochester, and the little girl was Rochester as well, New York. You know, you're right, Watcher. You're right. You're right. Hey, automobile. It's funny now. Did you deserve it? I mean, I don't know. You know, they're trained to do their job, and that's what they should do. And you know, sometimes, and I've seen this too, you know, sometimes they get people that want to be jerks and add things on, and you know, but they still don't deserve to be, you know, mishandled, mistreated, or killed. I think cops deserved respect, but I think, and I think when they're given respect, they should give respect back. And I think good cops do that. But there are cops that are bad and that abuse their power and are jerks themselves. No, it was Rochester, New York, Chris, I believe is where the little girl was from. Well, she was a child. Well, here's my thing. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I hope it's perceived the way I'm trying to say it. George Floyd was awful, disturbing. It shouldn't have happened, but it's every case like it is just as important. His case is no more important than any other life, black or white. That's how I feel about it, Chris. He wasn't a hero. He's not a hero. Everybody else that was killed by an officer or somebody in power is just as important. That's how I feel about that. Really, Mel? Yeah, but you're right. It's not an excuse because nobody should be treated like that. And then, in the last one I showed, just like the first one I showed, but in the last one, they're just standing around laughing and, I know this is going to run short tonight, guys, and I'm sorry, but I do have, I want to say something because Barry is listening, and I hope he's not upset with me, but Barry, we are going to head down Bardstown, Kentucky road, and I think I'm going to have to make it a two-parter. So I hope you're not upset with me, but we're going to do that next Tuesday and Thursday. And you don't have to come on both nights. So you email me and let me know which night you want to come on, or if you do want to do both nights. But we're going to do it Tuesday and Thursday next week. And that's the Crystal Rogers case. I said that Bardstown, Kentucky road, because of course it's not going to just end with Crystal Rogers, as most people know. And I think two parts because I've looked into it before and it's very twisted and windy. And so that's what we're going to do. Even if somebody else covers it before me, or, we're still going to do it. And then I have another case I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it Thursday or not. I'm going to try. But it's pretty deep too, in my opinion. But we'll just see what I'm going to do Thursday. So Barry, shout out to you, buddy. But you will be coming on with me next week. You email me and let me know if you want to do both nights or just one, which one. Everybody give Barry a shout out. He is so loyal and faithful. He's not in the chat because I believe he's in the UK, and I should know this by now, in England. So, but he always watches and he always comments. Yes, Dana, that's what I'm doing. It's requested. It's been requested a few times, and I've looked into it, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But so I'm going to cut this short tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Ivy, I hope I did okay with not even being prepared. Thank you, Mel. Thank you. Nick's getting ready to go live, I think. I have to take my babies out, go potty, and I have to tend to my hubs. He got some teeth pulled today, more than what he thought, and he's in terrible pain. My husband's very tolerant to pain, so yeah, and it's different. He's usually taking care of me, and so this is different. But oh, and hey, my cold is gone. I still have the sniffles, but you guys know I always have sinus problems, always. But I went and got some Zicam cold rapid melts. Junibug told me to get those, and I did, and I'm going to tell you what. They're good. Thank you, Lake. Thank you, everybody. y'all have a great night. Thank you for being here. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you back on Thursday. Okay, Dana. Sounds good, sweetheart. All right, guys. Comrade. Okay, guys. I love y'all. Have a good night and God bless. Whoops. I'm over here on YouTube. Need to go to StreamYard. Hey, Avalon Apples. I just now seen you. All right. Well, I'm doing it next week. You guys all take care too. Love ya. Good night.